To another big story. Giants legend, New York Giants legend, Eli Manning and his aspirations for NFL ownership. Alex Sherman breaking news today. He's here with more. What have you learned?
Yeah, I spoke with Eli Manning this morning. The New York Giants are out in the market looking to sell a minority stake in the team among a small handful of teams. Eli Manning has been interested in buying a minority stake. So I asked him about it and I said, hey, Eli, are you still interested in this? Take a listen to what he told me.
Basically, it's too expensive for me. I mean, these numbers are getting very big.
Even a 1% stake?
Yeah, a 1% stake is something valued at $10 billion. You know, it turns into a very big number. So, you know, I love the Giants, and I think it, you know, is deserving of that valuation.
So Eli telling me he's out, so you can cross him off the list of individuals, at least, that are interested. He also went on to say there were potentially some conflicts of interest with his media aspirations. Of course, Manning is a member of the Manning Cast, the alternative Monday Night Football broadcast that airs on ESPN with his brother Peyton Manning. He has also been the coach of the Pro Bowl in the past. He said, look, if I had done this, I may not have even been able to speak to the other players that were on the Pro Bowl team because I'd be an owner of the Giants. So that sale continues, but Eli Manning will not be one of the buyers of a minority stake of the Giants.
I mean, we have heard of others like Mark Lazary, very well known to our audience, who is said to be in the mix, maybe with Michael Strahan, another Giants Hall of Famer. Do we know how large the field of prospective share buyers would be?
Not yet, but the interesting part of this, I think, is that Eli Manning's point here was that this has just gotten too expensive, even for him. I mean, Eli Manning made about $250 million in playing salary alone. And then you add on the endorsements over the years, you know, that's got to be tens of millions, if not $100 million more. So there's only a pool of a certain amount of individuals that can foot the bill for this as they sell up to 10%, unless, of course, you're going the consortium route, like you mentioned there with Mark Lazary and Michael Strahan potentially doing a joint bid. But even that bid is going to be quite expensive. So the higher and higher that these teams' valuations go, the fewer and fewer individuals are out there that can afford to buy in.
You know, you can't help but think as well that the result of all of this is the inclusion of private equity as a new bidding pool.
Absolutely.
In the game, which has only upped the valuations and upped the number of people who have deep, deep pockets who can do what Eli Manning apparently feels he can.
And to your point, Scott, right now, so the NFL legalized this private equity buy-in, but they capped it at 10%. This was last year. It would not be a surprise at all if that cap went up in the fairly near future to, say, 20% or so, as we keep seeing the valuations of these teams skyrocket. The Philadelphia Eagles sold at an $8.3 billion valuation earlier this year. The San Francisco 49ers sold a 6% stake in a valuation that was approaching $9 billion. You heard in that soundbite that Eli is pegging the New York Giants valuation at $10 billion. The Lakers just sold the majority stake at $10 billion. It wouldn't surprise me at all if when the Giants do announce their sale, their valuation is in fact quite close to $10 billion.
We'll see where it all progresses. Good scoop today, Alex. Thanks for coming on and talking about it, Alex.